Hi bow, is this it? Hayi ke siyakhala ke manje. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sipesihle Maseti, and if you're a returning subscriber, I see you, see me, see you, so in today's video I'll be telling you guys about my first trimester. If you are new here, then you probably don't know that I am expecting, and I also have a daughter, so this is my second pregnancy. I already have a daughter. She's 7 years old, turning 8 in October this year, and it was a teenage pregnancy. So this video is about my first trimester recap, and I will start it at 6 weeks because that's when I found out, until week 30. I don't want this video to be too long, so I won't dwell a lot on a lot of things. So I think it's best if I start at the beginning, from how I found out I was pregnant to the rest of this video. So it's basically, I missed my period. That's how I noticed I was pregnant. Usually I get my periods on the 25th of every month, and that month I missed a period. And when my periods are early, it's either they are 2 days early, and when they are late, it's usually a day or two late. So now I was getting worried that I'm not getting my periods, and I think it was on the 28th of that month that I said, no man, Johnny. And then that month passed and I was getting worried. It was a week later, I wasn't getting my periods. 2 weeks later, I was so busy that I forgot about the situation. And then I think it was the 3rd week that I said that, no man, I didn't get my periods for last month, so something is definitely wrong. And then the 25th of that month came. So now this is the 2nd month, and I was like, no, there's no way, something is wrong. And then I told my boyfriend about it. Poof, I told him from the first time that I realized that I missed my period, that this and this is happening, and it's never happened before. To give you a little bit of what's this called, background story, I was on pills, and then I stopped in November 2020. So I was never on contraceptives again. So yeah, let's get to the story now. And then I told him that, no man, there's something wrong, I can feel it. And then I asked him to buy me some pregnancy tests. I told him to buy 3 because I wanted to be sure. If 2 were negative and 1 was positive, then I was definitely going to go with the other 2. So we get fine, I do the test, he buys the test, and then I do them in the morning of the following day, and the test came out in like 5 seconds. There were 2 lines in 5 seconds. That's how fast it was. And I was like, no, there's no way. And I was panicking. And then I took another test. The 2nd test also came out positive that I am pregnant. And then I decided that, no, I'm gonna take the 3rd test on the following day. And I did just that, because they say that when you take the test in the morning, before you eat, it's going to be effective. So I waited. Yo, Jonga guys, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep, and I took the 3rd test at 5 a.m. That's how impatient I was. I took the test at 5 p.m. 5 a.m. and guess what? It came out positive. Is this it? So another thing that kept me sane from the past few weeks before I took the test was that I was getting cramps, and I legit thought that I was getting period pains, and I was hoping that, okay, my periods are coming, but they never came. So that's when I decided that no, I told my boyfriend that I am pregnant, and I took some photos of the testing kit, and then he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "I don't know, I'm not sure, so I think we should go for a scan, because that's the only thing that would like confirm that I am indeed pregnant." And we did, and it was on a Thursday. It was 2 days after I took the pregnancy test, and we went to the scan. On the way, he was like, there's no need for us to go for a scan because you are not pregnant. And I was like, dude, I just need to be sure. I just needed that confirmation. You know when you are pregnant, but then you just want something to hold on that you are not pregnant. So now we went for a scan. It was Thursday, and I was so like, I don't know how I was feeling at that particular time, but I know I was nervous AF in the waiting room. So we went and we told the doctor that I am here for I just wanna check, I'm here for a scan, and I need to know if I'm pregnant or not, because I took some tests and they all came out positive. Okay, fine. I went on the bed and the doctor applied the gel, and then as soon as she put the machine thingy and on the screen, I could see, you know when you are not pregnant, your uterus is like empty when you are not pregnant. So as soon as she put that thingy on my stomach, and my uterus popped up on the screen and there was a dot, I just knew that I was indeed pregnant. Before she could even say anything, I knew that no, I am indeed pregnant. And she was like, "Oh, you are 6 weeks pregnant." And I was like, 6 weeks? I was 6 weeks pregnant. Yo, I was quiet the entire time, and the doctor was like, "Do you want some vitamins?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she gave me some vitamins and we went home. On the way home, I was totally zoned out. I was just a walking zombie, Jay. And I remember that on the taxi, I was in deep thoughts. I was just disappointed in myself, because I told myself that I will have another child when I turn 26, of which I'm turning this year, but in December. So I was planning to have another child next year in 2023, before my daughter turns 10 years old. So I was just disappointed because this was supposed to be my year. It was supposed to be my year, but so yeah, that is how I found out I was pregnant. So now let's get into my trimester. How was my trimester? So let's start with the symptoms. So obviously the first symptom was the cramps that I thought were period pains. Those cramps were horrible. They were horrible, guys, to a point where I was asking myself, "Hi man, kutheni njengoku i-period pains zami zilolu hlobo?" I couldn't understand why my period pains were so hurting, but it turns out that I was pregnant, and apparently my my womb or uterus was stretching at that point. So that's the first symptom that I had. And then I have some notes here so that I don't forget. My boobs were tender and sensitive, and they were hurting every time like I'd press like this. Like every time I touched them, I was like, it was hurting. So that was the second symptom. And then, you know what sealed the deal, ne? You know when you see something is wrong with your body, like, yeah, you know your body. Guys, you know your body. And knowing myself, I'm always on the mirror. So there was this other time, ne, before I even found out that I was pregnant, I saw the black line. I think it's called the linear what, but I will write it down here. There was this black line across my stomach, and I was like, but then I was in denial. So that was also one of the things that I noticed. So another symptom that I had was headaches. So I'm someone who suffers a lot from headaches, but not like massive headaches like, ooh, I can't see or I can't do anything headaches. But I'm someone who like always has headaches. But this time in my first trimester, I was having headaches every single day, and I couldn't understand. And before I found out I was pregnant, I bought some pills. There are some headache pills that I bought from the pharmacy, but I didn't know I was pregnant, so that's why I bought the pills. But the pills were strong for me. They would make me like sleep the entire day, and I would wake up again feeling weak, so I stopped using them. And then I found out I was pregnant, so it all made sense that maybe this is another symptom. So yeah, and I didn't know that I should have checked it out, that what's wrong with me by having headaches, because apparently when you are pregnant, whether you experience headaches, swelling, you have to go to the doctor immediately. But I didn't know then, and even though I knew after, I didn't do anything about it. So that's another symptom that I had. Oh, when it comes to food, guys, it happened like unexpectedly, because I remember there was this one time my mother was cooking. It was chicken, and she was using this spice, this Raja spice. There was a specific one, I don't know which one is it, and I asked, what's that smell? And my mother was like, Johnny, there's something that smells like horrible. I asked her, which spice did you use? And she showed me, and I've used that spice before, but I just didn't understand why is it smelling horrible now. But then I remember that maybe it's the pregnancy symptoms that I'm having. You know, the reason that I didn't understand most of these symptoms, ne? My first pregnancy was smooth, like very smooth. I didn't have any cramps, I didn't vomit, I didn't do anything. It was very smooth. But then got complicated on the last month. So now I'm experiencing all of this, and I don't understand some of these things. And how can I kept on going to Google every now and then, if I'm experiencing this, what should I do, what should I use, is it a problem, should I go to the doctor, or what. I used to Google a lot. Google was my friend. So yeah, my mother was using the spice, and then there was chicken. I couldn't stand the smell of chicken. I couldn't even eat it. So that was another symptom. But I only vomited twice in my first trimester, and most of the time I was nauseous, and I would feel like I wanna vomit, but I wouldn't vomit. it's just another story. So the only thing that I could stomach was bread. I loved bread, eggs, fruit and water. That's the only thing that I would eat, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, peanut butter as well. As peanut butter, yo, I couldn't like go a day without having bread and bread with peanut butter. So that's another thing that I enjoyed eating. But then later in my first trimester, I started eating like the food that I didn't like. So everything was promising. I didn't have any food cravings, I'm not gonna lie, but in Bawa no, it's just that if I saw like a picture of something like food, I would just crave it, I would just want it. So I'm not gonna say it was a craving, because it's not like I was like I need some pizza now, I'm craving some pizza. No, it's just that if I saw a picture of pizza, I would want that pizza, that's all. So those were the symptoms that I had for my first trimester, and I'm just going to show you guys my bump shot. I didn't take as much pictures as I liked, because most of the time I was tired and I would sleep. So that's the only thing that made me not take pictures. And you know what, I wanted to take week by week videos, but I was just so lazy. I was so lazy to take them, and I didn't even take much content at the time. And yeah, so these are my pictures. That is how my first trimester recap update went. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and if you are subscribed, turn on your post notifications so that you could get notified every time I post. More content is coming up, and I hope you guys will enjoy each and every one of it. And from me, bye.